Hello everybody, my name is Lindsay and this is the Vintage Button. I make stuff from old stuff, a junk journal and slow stitch. And today is our second episode in my series that I've called Just One Book. And basically this series is all about how many things can you make from book pages, particularly one book. Can we make a journal? What kinds of things can we do? And today we're going to make pockets. And there is myriad, this is the book we're using, myriad pockets of all sorts. So I thought I would choose 4 different types. We might do more pockets at another time, but these are the 4. So I've got an origami heart pocket that can be used as a tuck spot or glued in as a pocket. It has a pocket inside. And it's very easy to do, and it's something that looks a little bit different. I've decorated that one. This is sort of a document folded pocket that I think is from Roxy Creations. I think that's where I got that idea from. And this one, it kind of is a little bit dimensional, and you could use this one for your Happy Mail to really bulk up and fill up, if you look at it like that. But it's also just like a 4-tiered pocket, really easy to do. And this is the good old tuxedo fold that everybody seems to do, and I think that's what we'll start with. So what I've done is I've taken out a signature out of my book. This is the book we're using. It's a 1950s book from a book club that I bought. Like, it was an incomplete set, but I bought the lot of them from Tesco's second-hand bookstore that we have in my town. Some time ago, some of them are still sitting downstairs in my lounge on the bookshelf. I'm determined to use them. So here we go. Tuxedo. One corner, match the other corner up and make it so it's sort of it looks or feels like a natural point where it's going to be. I'm just sort of measuring it up so that this bit is the same width all the way down, but this bit's not, so we've got to do another little play. It's a bit fiddly when you're doing it in front of somebody. If you're doing it yourself, it's not as fiddly. But that's half of it made. Oops, I've pressed it down. So you put your page on a diagonal, find a line, match your page up, fold in that way to the line, and that's the first fold. So it depends which way you want, if you want your extra bits to be on this side, which is what I tend to do. I fold this over and I fold this over. So I fold this one over first to get an idea. I could fold them both together actually. This is probably the easiest way. Just slot that one in, and then you make it as wide or as narrow as you want to, really. And there you go. That's it. So this has a hole down here that you need to glue up, really. Well, you don't have to, but I would. So once that's glued up, you would have, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would have the back if you're sticking it down. You could tip it in. You could do whatever you wanted with it, really. You're gonna have to excuse my nails. I've been crafting hard. I'm wrecking them. I've got a bottle of nail envy somewhere I need to put on. Rescue my nails. I've got some annual leave this week and actually next week as well. So I will be able to do some videos, some plans, work my way through. I think I want a plan running up to Christmas. But if you've got any ideas, pop a comment below. I'm so excited to like know that there's people watching, even if you only watch for a few minutes. But there you go, tuxedo. It's just very exciting. Right, the next one we're going to make, let's go a little bit different. We'll do the heart one. Now, I have an example because I forget sometimes how this one's done. But we need to make, because it's an origami piece, we need to make a square. Most origami bits start as a square. I don't do a lot of origami, but I do know this one. I know how to do a frog. I think I know how to do a butterfly. There's quite a few different ones that you can do, and they're very useful for junk journaling because you can make something out of book pages, magazine pages, and they look quite effective. So I'm just folding it diagonally both ways, your square. Okay. Now what we need to do is we're doing our biggest fold, and that goes about 2/3 the way up your square, so like that. Turn it over, and then this one's not quite 2/3 the way down, it's more like 1/3 the way down. Keep it on that line, that looks good. Now you can either turn it over and bring this bit over at this point, so it looks like that. Now you need to remember your center point, get the bottom edge and push it up to the center point and then fold it. Do the same thing with the second one, push it up to the center point and fold it. And you can already sort of see the heart shape forming. If you think this, because I think this is a little bit too high, undo it slightly. It's not the end of the world. Bring that fold down. Try and bring it down straight, Lindsay. Keeping that centre line centre will keep these folds straight. You fold that there, fold that there, and then turn it back over, and you're gonna make little tabs on each side, and I think these little tabs should roughly be 2 centimeters, which is roughly an inch if you're not metric. It will be different on your heart, and as long as it's roughly symmetrical, it really doesn't matter, and it's something again that can be adjusted. So we've got our heart shape. Now you can leave your heart shape like that and have the pointy top. You could cut, you know, if you folded it in half, you could round off your edges, or use, you know, we can do this like that, or you could do it better than me. I'm not going to fight that. Or you could fold it over, because I did such a pants job of doing that. I'll fold it over. That's my paint pot gone on the floor, but we're going to keep rolling. Yeah, I just knocked my paint over.
Don't do that.
So there we go. That's the heart. Now I would glue either this line here, and then you keep a little bit of dimension. I'll do it on this side actually. or you could glue it fully closed. But if you glue this line, what you're doing is you're actually making another little tuck spot there and there. So that's the heart. You could round the edges off. It's up to you. I quite like them blocky. Then it looks like a piece of origami. So that's that one. Now we're left with these two. Let's do this one. So you need 2 pages for this. It's the only one that you need 2 pages for. And if you want to make any of these smaller, you just use a single sheet rather than a double page spread. What we're going to do with this one is you're going to glue. Make some tubes, flatten them down and glue them down. Let's fold them all at the same time though first. And then we know we've got them at the right. What's the weather like where you are? You're very English. It's very warm here. So I've got all the windows open. And the door open. Normally I have the door closed. But where it's warm, I want a breeze through. Our little Edwardian terrace is not really built for summer. It's not really built for winter either, but there you go. So we just need to glue this on. There we go. Same thing here. Loving this new glue bottle. There we go. So when we've got both of them glued, we want to set how far, and because this is made from the same pages, we will use this as an example. Set how far you want your pockets to be apart, and then make a fold. Okay, just like that. You could even, let's do it a little bit different, if you swapped, you would have the seam on one and then no seam and then a seam on the other, and then the final one no seam. So that's it. So to stick it down, because you want it to have a little bit of give like that, if you're going to send it out as post, I've got another amendment for send it out as post. Or if you want to put it in a book, this is a bulky pocket, so you know it's going to take some bulk. But what you want to do is sort of glue down this one first. Glue that on to where the fold is, and then you glue this one down. And that'll create that sort of when it's actually taken the glue. That's my cue to nearly finish because somebody's come out. There you go. You can do your little hole punchy thing. It's going to get very busy. But people are just living their lives. Oh no, I've made a mistake. I don't want to refilm this, so I'm going to keep going. But you see what I mean. Just add your little tabs. That's the only one I could find. Let's do the last one. So this last one's like a tuxedo from our block. Okay, you want to find out how wide you want your pocket to be, and then just fold in the top corners like that. And then fold that in. And then fold that in again. Then you're going to glue down this side. You could trim that other bit off if you wanted, or you could refold it. And then fold that up. And then glue this down here. And there we go. That creates a pocket like that. There, you've actually got another one behind it. And you've got this one here, that one there, and then the one at the back. As the little man next door is making his presence felt, this is a good time to wrap it up. So this is pockets from our Just One Book series. Interesting things. I'm going to keep any bits like that. I'll go back in the box. We've got covered paper clips to do. We've got tuck spots, we've got belly bands, we've got all the things. You can decorate them as you want. We might try and print on the pages. We're going to do all the things book pages. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Do all those little YouTubey things that help my little channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.